Welcome to the League with your host, Benoy Thanjan. You might know me from the Solar Maverick podcast and David Magid. You give us 5 minutes and we give you the latest clean energy trends. And this is for June 6, 2024. And I have two interesting things to talk about. The first one is which we've talked about in a previous league episode is on last Thursday, the California Public Utilities Commission, the CPUC, voted 3-1 to reject the coalition's plan. That was a plan of using virtual net metering for community solar that was developed by the CCSA, the Coalition of Community Solar Advocates Association, and that was rejected. That would have potentially created 8 gigawatts of community solar projects in California. Instead, it ordered the state's major utilities to restructure a number of long-running distributed solar programs that have failed so far to spur any projects in the last decade or more. So that'll be interesting to see what happens with California going from here. They haven't had success with these PURPA projects, which they go through the utilities. And unfortunately, there was a large coalition that came up with a community solar program that they did reject. Also, I attended this week the ACORE Finance Forum, which was really interesting. They talked about, things like transferability, domestic content, which is a huge part, low moderate income communities. One thing that I thought was pretty interesting was that you're going to see in the future a lot of demand growth, and that means that pricing of solar or pricing of energy is going to increase a lot, and that's because there's going to be a lot more electricity usage. That's due to the energy transition with more electric vehicles, with AI, and that requires a lot of energy. Also, crypto mining as well. And those are my two big insights from this week, and that's that.
Great. Awesome. Thank you so much, Benoy. And what we're going to be talking about today for some really great topics is June is definitely one of my favorite months. When I see Lazard's levelized cost of energy dropping and very interesting facts. If you haven't read it, check it out. 48-page document, very insightful, great data points. Interesting trend, just focusing on one of the technologies of solar specifically. You'll notice that if you look at, the current forecast data at 2023, 2024, these years are the first years that we're seeing such a widening spread, of the high and lows. As an example, looking over at 2024, we have high PPA pricing at $92 a megawatt hour, low end on a $29 a megawatt hour. And it's also the first time that we're seeing the low ends start to increase of the levelized cost of energy, primarily due to interest rate increases, tight supply chain issues, that has been occurring. Other interesting items that you're going to find, throughout this report is be able to identify that although cost of renewables has been extremely competitive, went down dramatically, there is a very huge trend towards firm energy sources, and that is pushing the actual demands, the components, the users, to be able to move towards more expensive resources, that are non-renewable, strictly for that firm capacity. We're still seeing lithium ion as the primary source of energy storage, primarily for short duration. It's been a dominant player, and we do need to start some more technologies out there, especially on the long durations. They're definitely what is needed right now in the marketplace. Second topic that I think all of us are going to find very interesting as we go through here, looking at these SMRs, these small modular reactors in the nuclear sector. Institute for Energy Economics and Financial Analysis released a great graph and great data points on the project costs and increases. If you're looking at the X Energy SMR, technology, under $5,000 per kW, 2017, 2023 range has that number at 15,000 plus, per kW. So these pricing are increasing. It's not what, we're looking for in the industry. So in addition to that, timelines, for these projects, appear not to be heading, the way that the industry is expecting it. My view, I'm definitely a very big component in these SMR technologies. Like anything else, it's going to take time to evolve to get these standardization approaches, bring the cost down. Very bullish on these technologies. This is what is going to be needed, for our energy transition. And that's that. You've just enjoyed 5 minutes of the absolute best information in the energy market. Before you leave, thumbs up, hit the like button, share with your friends, and thank you very much.